Hey guys, Dave and Tim here once again at the Single Malt Review. Thanks for tuning in. And as you may have guessed, the clock has struck.
Rum.
It's rum time. What are we into this time?
Well, as we proceed through this fine selection of plantation rums, we are on to the fourth offering.
The Gran Anejo.
Indeed.
Which is rum of both Guatemala and Belize. Which gives us more than a few options for potential distilleries. Pretty active regions there with the old rum production. So we'll make no educated guesses, but we make some uneducated ones along the way and see what we get to. Now, from memory, these were kind of a bastard to get into last time, so you may fall into a trap here. But
so I'll leave it to someone
with
better
right.
thumbnails than I have.
Go on, just
Meantime,
the day I cut my fingernails too.
Gran Anejo aged rum is, according to notes from Plantation, it reveals the beauty and finesse of Central America. It showcases the terroir of Guatemala and Belize in a fresh, rich and spicy blend. The nose reveals vanilla, pear, green apple and coconut, as well as highly floral aromatics. Subtle woody notes round off the sensual flavour. A fresh, sipping rum.
I'm glad those were long tasting notes because that took me the whole lot. That was astonishingly difficult. Incredible. Anyway, can't say they're not robustly packed bottles. As we mentioned before, the presentation on this set is just mind-boggling compared to what you normally get. So anyway, let's see what we have here.
Yeah. This is bottled at 42%, if we didn't mention it.
Yes, a curious 42%. It's got a, I don't know where they pulled that one out of necessarily. The same place Talisker gets his, I guess.
And as with the other rums in this collection, it's matured in its home countries for a time, then being brought into France and re-vatted into cognac casks and matured at Plantation's own premises.
Yes, indeed. And no mention, sadly, of colour and or chill filtration. So, sadly, we will probably have to assume that both have taken place.
Although for an aged rum, you're going to get some dark colour. That's
certainly,
the nice one.
And that's not wild. That's not, that's not having a go here with the amount of colour in here. So it could well be natural or very close to natural. Similarly, chill filtration, I'd be pretty surprised if you could get away with it at 42%, but we'll put a bit of water in later and we'll find out. So what have we got? I can smell this already.
We've had excellent experiences with Central American rums previously, so I've got high hopes.
This is a pungent rum here.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
This is richly caramel.
Yeah. The last couple, it was last session we did the others, but there was a real sort of tropical fruit we were getting out of some of the rums. This one is back to basics. This one is
milk chocolate, coconut.
Yeah, that milk chocolate's
almondy.
The milk chocolate's a great one. That must be coming from the cask. Chocolate, not something you'd say you normally get out of a rum, but boy, the brown sugar, sugarcane on this one is real. This is rum squared in here. That's delightful. I wonder what the age on this one is.
Yeah,
I wish they'd given us at least a ballpark on this one. I should have looked it up, but man, this is the promise is real on this one.
Ooh, prickly. A bit of a warming rum, brandy. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty tasty.
Brandy character. And
that.
Bananas, apples, sugarcane, molasses, all kinds of fruit.
Yeah, big old bananas on this one. And as I've espoused in the past, the bigger the bananas, the more mature the rum, in my experience. The bananas just keep increasing in size until they can really become, having tasted a few, 20 plus year old Apples and Estate rums, which is just about reliably the oldest non-Solera rum you can get. Big bananas on those ones. That's how I formed the theory. But you'd call this, moderate to large bananas going on here, which is about as many times as you can say bananas in one sentence. But anyway, they are here, and they are real. And so I think we're dealing with, the Gran Anejo maybe, and I might not be kidding around, this could be some pretty old rum in here.
It would be, I guess, from an academic perspective, nice to know the age statements, but at the end, possibly a combination of different rums and different ages. So
yeah, true. And I mean, the most important thing is that rum good, and this rum highly good. I'm really enjoying this one. It's pretty volatile, pretty spicy.
Yeah, there's a lot of I guess more aromatic properties going on. I would expect
it's
more vigor, more
pretty smooth
fumes
as it kind of calms down, and then the warmth actually kind of comes back. There's a real spicy warmth in the throat.
The nose has gone very wooden and very spicy since we poured.
I'm just going to have I'm going to boost this one and put a wee bit of water in case I completely drown it out. But so far, more than so good on this one. This could be the front runner. We've had good ones and some slightly more questionable ones out of this bag, but by and large,
I would say when we started looking at these plantation rums, this experience pack, it was still the height of summer here in New Zealand, so it was very warm, very muggy, lots of fumes, lots of vapours off everything we're trying. Now, though, we're getting into winter. It's quite cold, so even glass is cold to the touch. So everything quite subdued, quite still. We're still getting some mad fumes off us. It is really, really vapoury and just give out a good fug of warming, spicy, hot alcohol.
I'm not getting any cloud whatsoever. That is as crystal clear as it started. So we'll say probably, and to no particular detriment of the rum, chill filtration tick.
Does rum start up the same way as a grain or malt spirit, though?
It should do. It doesn't quite have all the protein you get from grain, but you'd still expect to see it. At least a little bit of it. But never mind.
I'm going to revisit the tasting notes just to compare our experience thus far.
With water, as expected, we're a little fruitier. But it's kind of subdued some of that really powerful brown sugar, sugarcane, molasses type stuff. So I think I probably shake this at the 42 as the bottle intends, but it certainly hasn't hurt it.
That's got smoother over time. There's less of that alcohol bite, which is there at first. So maybe those volatile vapours have evaporated off, leaving just a more crisp, smooth rum. This
is not a massively complicated rum. This is a massively good rum. And that is fine by me. I do like a complex, nice rum, but I will not remove points if a rum simply wants to turn up and do the rum thing, as long as it does it really, really well. Yeah. And this one is really, really doing it well. This one... Oh, this is probably a 91 pointer for me. I really, really love this one. This is my flagstaff for, is this rum a great rum or is it not? My mark in the sand is always, and always has been, Appleton 12-year-old. Do not look at our old Appleton 12 video. It's ancient, and our scores were just way out of whack with modern scoring back then. So it probably got something it absolutely didn't deserve in terms of low marks. We probably gave it a 70 or something. So ignore that one completely. We'll replace it eventually, I promise. But this is a better rum than Appleton 12-year-old. It's probably a more expensive rum than Appleton 12-year-old. I'm not sure what a full bottle would run you. I certainly have never seen them in this country for sale ever, but they must be around there somewhere. This one is a few points over the Appleton 12 sort of standard, and that's no small feat because that's a consistently awesome rum. So 91 for me. What do we think?
This is an excellent sipping rum. It is as recommended. You can enjoy it slowly. It's got a genteel depth and warmth and character, but it's also got a little bit of a fiery bite to it, a little bit pugnacious. So it's not just all a laid back, mellow, relaxed experience. There's a bit of vigor to keep it interesting. So it really ticks both boxes. It's a good cogitating rum. And just a fun rum.
Yeah, I think this one...
points for me.
89,
so,
good. Oh. This is the first one out of this box that I think we're now entering ice crime territory. If ice went in this one, you would be committing a small rum crime because there's so much going on here. I think it doesn't deserve...
Actually take away from the
doesn't deserve any ice or cocktails here. This one, good on its own. And Isla has just decided to grace us with her presence, which I guess is a positive. It's a thumbs up, insofar as she can communicate such things. So... that is a really good sign.
Yes.
Now we've got a couple of others which, could they be even better? We'll run out of points otherwise. Anyway, Slanger, check back then.